I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
After establishing a 6-4 lead last week, it's my turn to hit you up. It's my turn to hit you up with some statements.
Yes, it is, and I'm going to do my best to claw it back.
Yes, well...
Because it's getting silly now, I can't pull ahead.
No, you can't. But you could in the future if you do well here. Let's go with that.
Yes,
let's look at the positives.
So. Be a step in the right direction, wouldn't it? So here we go.
Perfect. All right. Are you ready? Have you got an implement or a keyboard type device ready?
I have something that is pretending to be a keyboard. Yeah, so I think we'll be okay.
Lovely. Okay. Statement number 1. The TV advert for the launch of the 1990 Rover Metro was directed by Ridley Scott.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You got that one?
1990, you say?
That's
okay.
what I said.
Yep. Got it?
You happy with that?
I've got it written down. I'm not at all happy with it, but I've got it written down.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. So, number 2. Portugal was the only country where the heavily facelifted Morris Marina continued to be called the Morris Marina. Everywhere else, it was called the Morris Itale.
Which was a thing over here as well, but...
So what? Yeah. So I'll read it out again just in case.
Read that again, just so I've got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Portugal was the only country where the heavily facelifted Morris Marina continued to be called the Morris Marina. Everywhere else, it was called the Morris Itale.
Okay.
Statement.
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3.
The Austin 7 was the first British car to sell 1 million units. And crucially, that statement is the Austin 7 came in all sorts of variants through its lifespan. And it includes those variants, not individual variants. So any variant of the 7 is...
Any variant of the 7, which was extensive because it was used as a base for all kinds of stuff, wasn't it? But I think even BMW's first car was based on an Austin 7, if I'm not too far mistaken. No, I possibly shouldn't have given that away because that would have made a good one. But yes.
No, it wouldn't actually, because I've seen it.
Because you know that. Yeah, that's the thing.
I've stood next to it. They've got one at Gaydon.
Right, okay. Yeah, Sam's come up with a few of these for me, and he's been really pleased with them, and I've said there's no point in me using that one because I know for a fact Adam will know that. So you have to pick. Okay. You have to pick your things around our existing knowledge.
Yeah, exactly that.
So right, okay. So 1990 TV ad for the Rover Metro, directed by Ridley Scott. I have no idea on that one. It would be weird if that was true. Okay. I have no idea on that one. Portugal, the only country where the facelifted Morris was continued to be called Morris Marina. Elsewhere, it was called the Morris Itale. Now, the Morris... okay. So only in Portugal. So when I said there were Morris Itales over here, it's because, yes, we are one of the elsewhere countries, so it would have been called Itale, but they continued to call it Marina in Portugal. Oh, interesting. Again, I have no idea. idea, although we do know that cars have different names in different countries.
Well, quite.
Yes. Why would it be different in Portugal specifically? Well, it's entirely possible, of course, isn't it? But, oh dear. I don't know. It's possible, but yeah, I don't know. Austin 7 first British car to sell 1 million units. I can believe that. I can believe that. It was a massively successful vehicle. That's very plausible. Yeah, because it's sold so wide. Mind you, there were a lot fewer cars in that era, of course, but I can believe that is true. I can believe that's true. I can sort of believe that for some bizarre reason, the Marina kept being called the Marina in Portugal. TV ad for the Rover Metro, directed by Ridley Scott. That's the one I've got trouble with, but it's so ridiculous it could just be true. That's the trouble with this game.
Yes. Sort of the point of it.
It is a bit. Oh. Okay. Let's have a go at this then. Everything to play for here. For me. Let's have a go at this one. I'm sort of going to go with the obvious here, which might be a mistake. But is that what you want me to think?
I mean, you say you're going to go with the obvious. I'm still not convinced what the obvious is, but...
No, okay, maybe it's just obvious to me.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to say Ridley Scott is false and the other two are true.
Okay, so false, true, true.
Yes.
So you're saying it's false that Ridley Scott directed the 1990 Rover Metro advert. True, the Portugal and the Marina naming and Ital such like, and true, Austin 7 first British car to sell 1 million units.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay, right, we're locked in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we ready? 6-4 is the current score. I can reveal to you here and now that the score is now still 6-4.
Oh, no.
So sorry.
No, I was so sure. Oh.
So let's run through it, shall we?
Oh dear.
Ridley Scott did indeed direct the 1990 Rover Metro TV advert. He directed because 1990 was the year it became the Rover Metro, so the launch of that's what he directed, the TV advert for that. They've rebadged it, you fool, and such like.
Yes, that one. Yes, indeed. Blimey, how the hell did they get him?
Well, quite. Apparently, he's done a couple of other adverts from a brief bit of Googling I did in and around that particular fact, just to make sure it was indeed true. Yes.
True. Yes, we like to be factually.
Portugal was the only country where the heavily facelifted Morris Marina continued to be called the Morris Marina. Everywhere else, it was called the Morris Ital. You said that was true. It is true.
Ah, okay.
It is true. So,
wow.
You said for number 3, the Austin 7 was the first British car to sell 1 million units was true. I can reveal to you here now that was false.
Okay.
Would you like to hazard a guess at what car was actually the first car to sell first British car to sell 1 million units?
British car.
Mm.
Let's think here. Could it be an MG of some sort?
Yeah, not quite, I'm afraid.
No.
Close.
Okay.
Close, because the M in MG is a clue. It was in fact the Morris Minor.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. That makes sense,
But
doesn't it? Yeah,
yeah,
of
I mean,
course.
when I was putting the spin on that one, I did toy with the idea of putting the Mini, but that felt too on the nose. So that's why I went to the
Yes.
option 7.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Now, like you say, the Mini. The Mini's too late. Yeah. 1959. I think the Mini.
yeah.
Yeah. It would have happened by then, as indeed it had. Interesting. Okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
because I think, because like timing wise, I think the Morris Minor, the 1 millionth one, occurred. God, I'm going back. I didn't write this down, so I'm going off of memory. I think it was 1960. They sold the 1 millionth one.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And the car the car debuted and began production and sales in 48.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The Morris Minor, of course. No, you've said that. It makes sense.
So there we go.
Yeah.
It rumbles on for another week, you see.
Well, it would have anyway. But
Rumbles on with the same bloody score, though.
oh, damn it! I just can't. Can't get there.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. It's all to play for.
Just never gonna get there. I can't. Stand.
It's all right. You don't need to get emotional. It's fine.
Oh, it's okay. I'll pull myself together. Yes.
Goodness sake.
Good questions. Good statements this week. That was proper. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder if that foiled anyone else. I'm sure someone will report back.
Do share. I'm interested to know how other people are doing, where their scores are. Are they as behind as mine are?
I'd imagine there's probably someone who's eclipsed both of us, but
I probably got them all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to check on something with you, actually.
Mhm.
So we discussed not last week before, the 3 cars thing. If you could only have 3.
Yes. We did.
And you did some, Dawn did some, I did some, and I picked a specific Porsche for Dawn. I wondered if you'd run it past her at all.
Nope.
Nope. Good. Right. That's that segment done. Perfect.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. You still got the link. It's in that message I sent to you. So
I'll tell you what. I'll do it now. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
How about that? We may even get a reaction as it happens.
Yes.
Let's see here. Come on.
Yeah,
I'll do my homework on the bus. That's what's happening now. Yeah.
Perfect. That's fine. While you're doing your homework on the bus, I am going to revisit topic. So, Kaylee and her new vehicle that she needs.
Yes, that's been rumbling on for a while.
So that rumbles on purely because the van was required for things before its sale, and we've reached a point now where it's no longer needed, bar one very important use. I might add, it is of all things, it's the vehicle I'm taking to Le Mans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, we've gone. I was toying with
You could
taking
have had
mine.
you could have had the Jag. I told you.
Well, we opted for the van and going, well, it's there, and it's for probably the first time ever. We won't even have to plan what we want to take. We can take absolutely everything we want to.
True.
Um,
True.
so we are going to Le Mans the most equipped we have ever been.
Because you're going in a van.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's good. I mean, it's already got a gazebo in it because Kaylee uses one for work from time to time. So
Of course. Yeah.
and it's as we stand now. I'm departing a few days from now, but yeah, the van is
You are.
loaded with camping gear and is only going to be loaded with more because I've ordered all of the extra little bits, all of the fancy things. So this year there will be flagpoles, there will be excessive camping furniture because we don't need to worry about space. It's just we're going to do it more properly than we've ever done.
Well, you're living a dream now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's going to be home from home. I tell you what, it's going to be quite balmy over there. I was looking at the forecast, and it's going to be low 30s, so that's going to be quite nice. So I've bought some fans for the tent. That's going to be nice. Take the edge off.
In many ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it provides both cooling and ventilation.
Ventilation, which is a
Yeah.
key factor. Yes.
Yes. Yes, because it's let's face it. What we got? We 5 nights of beer and fried goods.
Oh, that's there's gonna be some atmosphere in there, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is we will be using all battery powered devices, but it's not like I'm going to go in there and light a candle because my
No,
God,
I wouldn't. No, don't do that.
you would be able to see the mushroom cloud from where you are.
Yes, that's right. I said, "Oh look, there he is.
Yes.
He's over there. Look,
Yeah.
you'll be on the news.
Yeah, we will.
Le Mans,
So yes,
Le Mans gone.
Mm.
Historic site destroyed.
Yes, bloody foreigners have turned up and used their arses. Not good, not good.
No.
But yes, we will be camping very well this time. So I'm very much looking forward
Excellent
to that.
choice. I'd never considered that you could use the van, but yes, that is spot on. Yes, well
Yeah.
done. Very good.
So that's good. All of the preps done. I think the last of the new bits and bobs that I've never been able to take previously have arrived this week. So yeah, that's all done and dusted.
Won't that make for a slightly tedious journey, given that you're going in a van?
I mean, yeah, it's not going to be the most eventful, and the one annoying factor, but could actually turn out to be quite nice, is because we've had to have a last minute change of vehicle. The route that we would normally take takes us through Rouen, which has basically their version of ULEZ. Which you can apply for. You can pay a small fee and they send you a sticker and that gets recognized by the cameras and you're fine and you can drive through, not a problem. But the trouble is, last minute change of vehicle, those stickers take quite a few weeks to arrive. We don't have we're not blessed with time. So we're going to actually have to detour around it, add some journey time on. But to break from the tedium, we're going, right, well, let's get off the motorways. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop down through a nice national park and have some scenery. That'd be lovely.
Oh, that will be nice. Yeah. That will be nice.
Yeah, so we'll do that. I mean, it's not going to be the most exciting, but it's roomy. It's got aircon because it's going to be hot as balls over there.
Yeah.
we'll pop the tunes on and we'll just cruise down there. Just put the cruise control on and relax. Lovely.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, just a job. No, that'll be fine. And that wasn't specifically the reason I brought up the van, was it? Ah, no, replacement for van. That was why.
That was it. Yeah. The ongoing saga.
The ongoing saga. Yes, the ongoing saga. And I think we're at a really strong point in the process. The strongest we've ever been, you see.
Okay.
Because what it would appear is that Kaylee has seen the light.
Oh.
She has not only warmed to the idea, but is very keen on the idea of a 5 Series estate. Because she's been in close proximity to one, and she could see that I was onto something.
This is an interesting development. Okay.
Yeah. So it would appear that it's shot to the top of the list.
Blimey, that's a turnaround.
Yeah. So, yeah, that could be a thing, couldn't it? Yeah.
Wow, that would be a tremendous thing.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of 2 cars on the driveway, I'd be really quite pleased with both of those.
The Honda and the Beamer. It's a strong combination. That. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And she's also sort of. I've sort of talked her through sort of the numbering system and how they work, and she's quite interested in them. But actually,
talked her through all that.
Yeah. It's important stuff.
It can be complicated for the uninitiated. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? 530D.
So what? Hang on, I'm gonna get up some of the actual adverts. Bear with.
Have we got Auto Trader incoming here?
The trouble is that these do change hands quite quickly.
Yes, very popular. Very popular.
Yeah. Oh God, blimey. So here we go.
This works well on a podcast.
No, it doesn't. This is pointless anyway because the ads have gone. So I talked you through the. We'll go back to the whole numbering system affair. So we've, in terms of budget and where that sits, we're looking at in terms of BMW code names and code numbers, whatever you like. Because it's touring, it'll be an F11.
Okay. I'm going to just make sure I know which one that is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, in terms of production run, that's 2010 to 2017.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know yes. Yeah. I have looked at those myself. as a possible replacement for the Sport Brake. Yeah.
And then I talked her through the numbering system, and she's quite keen, as am I, let's face it, to go petrol.
Yes, I would be too. Yeah, I don't want another diesel. No.
And I said to her, look, if we're getting a BMW, now come on, let's think about this. We want it to be a 6-cylinder. Because they do it very well. So in terms of that era of 5 Series, it has to be 523 and above. With the exception of, when I say above, if you get to 550 or M5, that's a V8, and that is.
I was going to say I'm assuming an M5 is not on the cards.
No, that is out of budget.
Yes, I thought it would be. Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
So it would appear to be 523 to 535 would be where it should be at, but we'll see. With the I will caveat that there is a loophole that I do not want to fall into. The 2012 to 2016 528 was actually a 4-cylinder turbo.
Nice knowledge. I'm impressed by that. Yeah, don't want that one. Okay.
No.
Nice knowledge. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's where we're at, and
wow, what a turnaround from the kind of nonsense she was looking at.
I cannot describe how happy I am.
No, I would be too. That's tremendous. Yes. If you could try and not make it black, silver, or white, that would be tremendous. But it's limited because most of them are.
That is bloody difficult.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, I know it is. But if you can, it would be nice.
Yeah, it would. The advert that I was gonna send to you, but it's gone, was a white one. So.
Yeah, I mean that's the trouble, isn't it? They do tend to get bought in boring colours.
Yeah. But I think as a family wagon, bloody lovely.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a turnaround from where we were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's tremendous because we were looking at Toyotas and all sorts of things, weren't we?
Yeah, I'm glad the Toyota one was fairly short-lived. The Mazda 6 really bothered me because that was fucking boring. And looked hideous. Kelly quite liked the way it looked. It's like it's
dear. No, that's no good. No, she's wrong about that.
No, it's a dreadful looking thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a bit of middle ground with the Octavia. There's also a lesser known model of the Superb. They did a V6 Elegance, which they didn't appear to sell many of, and they're quite cheap to buy because no one wants them.
Nobody wants them. Yes, that is a problem. Yeah.
But
yeah,
it was vaguely interesting. I mean, vaguely is the key word there, but
not like this though. Not like the Beamer.
No. That's a bit more. That's a bit more agreeable. She's still a firm no for the Audis, but it's like
I was just going to ask about that. Yeah, whether there was any interest in that direction, but no.
No, she's a no on the Audi front, but yeah, BMW 5 Series touring. Yeah,
solid. I would be happy with that myself. Yeah, I may end up going in that direction myself. In fact, that's
it's one of those ones. If we were to get one, I think if you got a whiff of it, you'd be all over it.
Trouble is, we can't have this. Oh, of course, it wouldn't be your car, so that's okay. I was going to say you and I can't have the same car because clearly that's a problem.
No, it sends the wrong message.
Very much so. Yes.
No, this would very much be Kaylee's vehicle. I would be allowed to use it, of course, but it's not.
Of course. No. So I'd be all right on that front. That's okay. Good. Excellent. Well, I think that is tremendous news. What a wonderful development.
Yeah, that's it. So once the Le Mans trip's out of the way, I'm going to put the van in for MOT and service, give it like fresh bits of paper for its sale to give it its best chance of maximum value. And
yeah.
Away we go.
Yeah. Tremendous.
Although the electrician we've had round to do some work here is his son's very interested in it already, so that could
lovely.
That could make life a lot easier if we don't have to go through the ball ache, but it's still worth putting a fresh ticket on it.
Well, to be honest, when you're selling something, it's only fair, I think, because
Yeah, and to be honest, by the time we're back from Le Mans, it needs it. It's going to have less than a month on it. You can't sell it like that, for goodness' sake.
It's not really fair, is it? And it makes it
pointless.
look like it makes it look like you know it's going to fail, and that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you're trying to desperately get rid of it. So yes,
yeah, yeah. So no, but
yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's good, and we can flog it with some good invoices in the paperwork as well, because it's we've we had the timing belt done, water pump done, stupid electric thermostats on them, that's been done.
Hmm.
Yeah, all of the stuff that you'd want ticked off
Yeah.
is done. So
Well, if it's bought by somebody who wants to use it for a business, which it's going to be, because why else would you have one? They're going to want to know that it's reliable and all that stuff's been done, aren't they? So that's, I think that's only fair. Yeah, well done. Good on you.
yeah, yeah. So that's good. That gives it its best chance of a decent sale, and means it goes on for many moons to come. And if all goes to plan, we I get a nice BMW on the driveway.
Hopefully.
Which I'd like
That's really nice.
enormously.
Well, it'd be kind of nice as well, because if I could have a go in it, then that would help me choose one for myself, perhaps.
Yes, well, absolutely. I've got no issue with that at all. Kelly would no doubt sort out the paperwork on that one. Not a bother.
Oh, tremendous! Yeah, no, that's good, because I have looked at those. That one is definitely on the list. That might yeah, very good. Well, I'm delighted to hear that, and that's tremendous.
Yes, we like a bit of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to keep you posted on it, because it's obviously, like I said, still in use and technically not for sale.
Well, not next week, certainly.
No. I tell you what, as well, before I'll wrap it up, we were talking about Le Mans and the fact that I will be attending.
Yes, we are aware that you're going. Yeah.
So, what's interesting is I like a bit of Le Mans, quite like a bit of Porsche as well.
Well, you kept that to yourself.
Yeah. So, Porsche have been putting out some little teasers this week. And it seems to be in and around the fact that it would appear that Porsche are creating a road legal version of the 963, which is their Le Mans car.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks to be called the 963 RSP. Not entirely sure what that is.
What that means? No.
And I don't know how much if it's going to actually be a thing that's for sale. There's talk of it being a one-off.
Oh, okay.
But still being a road legal thing. And if all of the sort of rumors are to be believed, that we stand a very good chance of it being unveiled at Le Mans. I really hope so, anyway.
Wow. That'd be a thing to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really interested. It's something that doesn't happen very often, and you think that people are sort of saying it's going to be that. Are we heading into the trinity again between the Porsche, Ferrari, and McLaren? Because McLaren are doing the what's it called? W1, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Which is basically the new the new equivalent of the P1.
Yes, correct. The W1. Yeah.
And Ferrari are no doubt doing. Does their latest one count?
Don't know.
Let's have a look. Yeah, the one that we criticised quite heavily, the F80. That was the one.
F80. I was just going to say F80. Yeah.
Yeah, my brain was. So
Yeah.
Are we about, because obviously back along. I mean, in terms of we were speaking about Grand Tour last episode, weren't we? And that opened with the P1 LaFerrari and 918. So people are speculating whether we're about to have the new trinity of the W1 F80 and 963. So
entirely possible. They do keep an eye on what each other are doing.
Yes. So I'd be very interested.
You'll be all over there. Will you be leaving a deposit on that if you see
it? Grotty or financial?
Oh, I think I know which.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got any money, so that's that job done. Entirely possible, but I will be honestly. I'll be all over that.
That's a bit of you, that, isn't it?
If that's there, I'll be getting snaps. I'll make sure that we are festooned with them in and around our socials and Discords and such like. But there'll no doubt be all of that while we're there. Although what's quite interesting is I think in terms of recording, editing, and publishing, I think I'll probably have been there and got back by the time this one hits your ears. So you'll have probably people have probably seen the photos in Discord and such like prior to me saying I'll take some photos now.
I think they probably it's all yes. We might be speaking from the past right now.
We have done that before. And
yeah, we have.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah,
not a problem.
But yeah, I think we conclude that is quite a positive episode, can't we?
I think so. Definitely.
Well, apart from you not clawing back a point, but everything else is quite positive in the fact that I'm really excited that it might be a BMW on the driveway.
I'm very pleased to hear that. I think that is tremendous because we really didn't think that was a possibility at one point.
I didn't think so, but these things can change. So I will keep you posted. But we are awfully close now because the van has done its bit. So this is
and she needs a vehicle of some sort, doesn't she? So
yeah, and like I said, this is the moment we've been waiting for, the van to have finished its tasks. So
yes,
okay.
Well, it could be any minute now.
It could be. We'll get the MOT out of the way. Then it could be any minute now.
Let's make sure that that's okay, and then go from there. Very good.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, we'll report back again next week and see if there's been anything BMW related that's occurred. But to be honest, if it does, there could be excitement before the event of recording. So we might have let the game sort of let the cat out of the bag at that point. So,
a little preview before the episode. Very good.
Yeah, but if it were to occur, I don't think I could remain silent on the matter. But
there's no way you can contain that. No. I'd be disappointed if you did.
Yeah.
I need to know about that.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Okay, well, I won't leave you in the dark. If it were to happen, you'll be the first to know, and probably anyone who joins our servers or feeds or whatever would know as well. So, all right. Well, we'll reconvene next week and see if we've had genuine progress or not.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.